Okay, hello, hello. I guess the previous stream just suddenly dropped. Oh no. So we are going to wait a second, let some time sit for everyone to realize that we started a new space, and then we'll take it from the very top again. So, I'm gonna turn it off. See you in 1 minute. Okay, guys, it's been 1 minute, so 9:10 a.m. Let's get started. Okay, brief recap of what happened in our last Twitter space exactly like 5 minutes ago. I introduced myself. I'm Emily, developer advocate for Linea. Um, Emanuela introduced himself. Go ahead and do your
Hey
thing.
guys, yeah, I was pretty much cut off in the middle, but yeah, sorry about that.
Cool.
This should be fine and
Yes,
working.
and then the last piece was what? Twitter cut us off. So we'll start from the top again. Emma, do you want to give us the learnings from last week?
Definitely, yeah. So again, a bit of intro, growth manager for Linea, working on the quest, Emanuele. Just so you guys know who is speaking. Um, so I wanted to share some data about last week campaign. So first of all, it was kind of experimental in some ways as well. So we tried to put some engaging tasks with Go Plus, with Third Web, and with Happy. As I was saying, I have seen a few complaints about tasks not getting verified, especially for Happy. So first of all, we extended the claiming period up to Thursday in order also for our partners to give them some time to update the eligibility in case something was not recorded. Happy is really working hard on verifying the users that have successfully passed the task. So there, of course, issues and mistakes can always happen, but in general, our partner and us are really striving hard to get everyone verified. We really hope, that you will understand also the difficulty sometimes in verifying the eligibility on a task where we tried to, really come at your side, and we did everything possible. Also, we're happy, including a form, to get the addresses for the ones that didn't want to share it on Twitter. So we're doing everything we can. Please bear with us. If it's not possible to verify, the scripts are running. So if it's not possible to verify, most likely it means that you didn't do the task correctly or you didn't follow the task correctly. If you have, as always, our support is open. Happy support is open. So please, you can check also directly with them. Just want to let you guys know that they are doing everything possible and they are really at your side, because we actually approved and made eligible several addresses who didn't have completed the task correctly or completely correctly. So we really try to, give everyone the points, and yeah, that's it. So this was one first thing that I wanted to say about some tasks maybe not being eligible. Please don't worry too much. The quest is still long. There are many activities coming. You guys should start getting prepared for next on-chain weeks that are coming. They're gonna be big, so please don't freak out if for one task you do not get eligible. You should not worry too much about it. So data about last week. So at the moment, we have in our hands the data from our great partner, intelligence partner Gino, who has extracted data, especially about the third web task for the tech and dev week, because Go Plus task was an off-chain one, and with Happy we're still working on the data. So what we have seen at the moment, and there will also be a picture posted under this Twitter space highlighting this analysis made by Gino. There have been over 450K total addresses for the third web tasks, where we identified around 5% of bots, around 23K bots participating into between these addresses. The total address value of the addresses that participated is pretty high. So we're talking about $650 million of total address value. It's pretty interesting in reality. We see that most of the let's say address age for those addresses is pretty young, but we also have around 10% of all addresses participating. So this is an interesting data. As always, we want to thank our partner Gino for what they're able to provide, but especially the partners that have participated in this Tech and Dev Week. It's not been easy also to identify tasks that were doable for everyone. We want to make this Linea Voyage quest as inclusive as possible. So we are striving to do that as well. And yeah, I mean, welcome to week 6, and we are live. So a Twitter thread should be coming soon as well. And yeah, Emily, ball back. And then I have some important infos to share with our users.
Whoops. Okay. I did not turn this on. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Gemma, for
Okay.
the summary.
I don't know if you can hear me, Emily, or not.
Hello? Can
Okay,
you hear
okay.
me?
You were cutting off. You were cutting off a little bit, probably a bit of connection issue, but now I can hear you well.
Oh no, Twitter, don't cut us off again. I don't want to make Emma repeat all of that. But yeah, thank you so much for that summary. Just want to say again, reiterate, guys, thank you so much for your patience with getting all of these tasks finished. I know Dev Week is a little bit more complex than our previous weeks, but that's kind of a bit of the developer experience, right? But yeah, do we want to talk about week 6 then? What can we expect? Like details. I know there's some interesting
Y-
like scoring. And again, it's getting a little bit more complex than before.
Yup. So in reality, you're talking because you were cutting off a little bit. You're talking about this week campaign, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Great. So this week we call it, show your knowledge of Lina and earn points. So we're having a week that is more focused on off-chain tasks rather than on-chain ones. So you will be fronted with 3 different quizzes: one easy, one medium, and one hard. So you will be able to do these quizzes directly on Galaxy. So in our Lina space on galaxy.com, where you usually look at the tasks. Moreover, there is 10 points in total that you can get by retweeting a poll that we came up with yesterday night and watching the Linea community call YouTube watch, the call that we just had yesterday, thanks to Emily. And yeah, so this is pretty much the content of this week campaign. We try to keep it a bit light and fun, with the quizzes. We also believe that it's a way for you to get a little bit more in deep, especially on the hard quiz with Linea ZK EVM technology that is running under the hood, let's say. And yeah, what's really important though is three main information that I wanted to give to everyone. So the first one is only for developers. So retail users should not worry too much about that. We published a tweet about it, but we just want to remind that we deprecated the Infura old domain, the pre-alpha ZKVM infura.io domain. So we now have passed to a new domain that is linea girly.infura.io. And this info is very important for developers. You need to change this domain. If you're a retail user, you should not worry at all. If you're using MetaMask, you just need to continue using the default connection of MetaMask. No worries. So go read the tweet. It's a tweet from yesterday, if I'm not wrong. So you should be able to just find the tweet and read what you have to change. If you are a developer, if you're a retail user, if you're a normal user just doing the Voyage quest, no worries about it. Now, another important info is that from the week of the 13th, where we will resume another on-chain focus week, there will be a bit more downtime related to bridging as we are rolling out the upgrade of the core Linea bridge. So there could be some disservices and it might not be possible to bridge tokens for some times, but there are faucets. So you users should not worry about this because you won't need to bridge anything for the as you will have everything you need for the next campaign inside the faucets. The usual faucets that you already know, you will also find the links inside the different tutorials. So it's going to be fine. Just know that an upgrade is coming. So bridging is going to be impacted, but again, no worries and no impact on the daily, on the day-to-day of the Linear Voyage quest. Another very, very important info, most likely the most important about the ones that I have just listed. So this week, most likely, but we might delay a little bit, but it's most likely coming this week. We will be rolling out a new campaign. This new campaign is not like the ones you have done today. This campaign is about human verifications. So we are putting in place a proof of humanity concept using using a verifiable credential concept that is relying on several passports. You will see more details. And we really want, you guys to get this proof of humanity verification uh, because we want to disincentivize the usage of bots. So what will happen basically is that this new campaign will stay open until the end of the Linea Voyage quest, and every user will be able to get a proof of humanity, and this proof of humanity will be able to for you guys to let you get a multiplier on your points. So we do not want to put any censorship in place. We do not want to censor bots, but just know that bots and artificial activity will be most likely going at the end of the leaderboard, because the top of the leaderboard will be made by people who have got this proof of humanity, because they will have a multiplier on their leaderboard points. So this is very important. Stay tuned because this is coming. Again, there are no actual points to get in the usual way you do, but it's a multiplier that you're gonna get. And yeah, so it's gonna be a new campaign related to proof of humanity. Of course, I mean, this is meant to disincentivize bots. We do not want to censor anyone. So at the moment, as we already discussed in the previous space, there is a limit on call data that we manage at Linea level. It's an artificial limit that will be removed for mainnet. And again, if a lot of bots are attacking the network next week, they will still be able to create some issues for the human users. But we want to reiterate that that's why proof of humanity is important, also to offer a better experience to everyone, even though it's only going to be impacting the points in the leader. So Emily, yeah, I think I already spoke too much, but I gave out three main informations. So just to recap about changing the Infura domain, it's the first one. The second one is the bridge, the core Linea bridge upgrade that we're going to have next week. And the third one, the last one that I just talked about, is the proof of humanity campaign coming up soon.
Cool.
Ball back to
So
you.
I just want to. Okay, I'm going to recap your recap. So the first piece is I believe you're speaking specifically to if you are a developer who was in our private beta and using the private beta Infura endpoint. So that means you're before like we ever even went public. That endpoint's being deprecated. You need to sign up for an Infura, or I guess you should already have an Infura account, swap out your RPC endpoint, and that is going to be what you're using. The bridge, I guess, update. If you want more information, go to docs.linea.build. Under the developer section, there's Linea versions and then release notes. So for developers on using that information, there are some interesting features that we're upgrading with regards to Linea, as well as what breaking changes are there and changes you'll need to make to your applications that you're building. Um, so yeah, docs, developers, Linea versions, release notes. That's where that information sits. Also want to mention, Emma, the community call you were talking about, that's on YouTube. So our YouTube handle is Linea Build, just like our Twitter. So you can also find the engineering updates on the May community call at the end, presented by our product manager, Declan. Um, but you can also learn more about, I guess, the other stuff. Yeah. Sorry, my recap was longer than your recap, but that's fine. um, we can
Yeah.
go. We can touch on the next piece. Kind of a summary of what they can expect that they'll be doing in Score Week 6. So basically, idea is these questions are going to range from easy to medium to hard. Emma, do you have any more information, or I can go over this as well?
Yeah, no, I mean, like the important information is that you will be able to take these quizzes directly on Galaxy, so on the Galaxy campaign. Of course, Emily, if you want to go more over the questions, go ahead. Definitely, the most important information is that you will be able to find everything in a single place this time.
Okay, yeah. Basically, what I was gonna say is we're kind of leveling up the quests. So it'll start from easy. The questions will be like easy, medium, hard, diving deeper into the Linea ecosystem, Linea tech. So definitely craving a true test of knowledge. You guys can explore and find that information in our docs, docs.linea.build. Check out our mirror, linea.mirror.xyz, and kind of swim through the different content to learn more about Linea itself. I do want to also mention, please, 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 there is the poll with regards to what kind of community or what kind of content you're looking for. So the 4 options are interviews with Linea projects. So I guess projects who are building on Linea, getting to know them. The other piece is a deep dive into the actual Linea tech. So similar to what we did with our community call last week, talking about the Linea prover, how it works, what's cool about lattice-based hashing. How-to videos, so specifically, how as a developer do I build and utilize the tools that are built on Linea as well. So for example, similar to like, how do I use Third Web? How do I use Gelato? How do I use Pimlico? Various like infrastructure things. And the last piece is just general ZK knowledge. What is zero knowledge? Kind of like that. But yes, I think that is all I have. Do you have anything else you want to say, or did I cover everything?
I think you covered everything. Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, we are good. So week 6 is kicking off. Thank you guys for, I guess, joining after our first space got cut off. But really excited to see what you guys answer this upcoming week. And remember, I guess proof of humanity is here. We will be checking for a multiplier, right? Basically, is what happens.
Yep.
Uh, yep. Okay, cool. Well, have a good rest of the day, all of you guys. If it's evening, get some good sleep. It is the morning for me, so I will go make myself some chocolate milk um, and see you guys off. Thank you so much.
See you, Emily. See you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.